So if you think it's too late to get started in e-commerce because it's too saturated, let me set you straight right now. There has never been a better time in history to get started with online business. Over the next 4 years, the e-commerce market is expected to double. Now, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but artificial intelligence is expected to replace over 300 million jobs. Now, AI is going to replace a lot of things like video editors, like lawyers, like accountants. But I don't think AI is going to float up to my doorstep, transform itself into a desk or into a sauna, and then float away. At least I don't think anytime soon. So that means the best business to get started during this artificial intelligence revolution are physical product e-commerce businesses. In fact, AI will actually make your life easier than ever before. Rather than having to hire huge teams of people and having to hire a whole bunch of agencies, you can delegate a lot of the work to AI. You probably have to do like 80 to 90% less work than you would have had to even do a few years ago, because AI can write your emails, AI can write your website copy, AI can write your ad creatives. Pretty soon it will be able to edit your ads. Pretty soon you'll be able to use even AI UGC creators using your product. So it is the best time in history to get started in e-commerce because AI is going to make your life easier than ever before, while for other people, it's going to be taking their jobs and replacing their businesses faster than ever before. And with e-commerce, literally all it takes is one winning product to double, to triple, to quadruple your income. All it takes is one. And if you build up your store, you can have an exit and sell your store for millions of dollars, if not tens of millions of dollars, and set you and your family up as financially free forever. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down for you the exact strategy that I used to build my first ever online business from zero to over $6 million in just 2 years, and how I've helped clients generate a combined over $50 million using this exact strategy. People like Ryan, he literally built his business from zero to over $1 million per month within his first year. He had over $10 million in revenue in his first year after starting this, even as a complete beginner. So I have literally never seen anything deliver results for complete beginners as good as this. So before we get into how this works, let's talk about why most people fail when they get started with online business. So people always ask me, Brooke, what is the number one reason people fail when they get started with online business? And my answer is always they choose the wrong business model. So when you're getting started and you don't have prior experience, your natural inclination will be to start something low risk. So starting like dropshipping products from China off AliExpress. But when you're doing that, you have junk quality products, which leads to angry customers, bad reviews, and overall unsustainable business. And you might be able to make money for a month or two, but once the virality of your product wears off, you'll be back to square number one. Or something like an agency. Most people, when they get started in online, they want to build true freedom for themselves. But with an agency, instead of having one boss like you do at your job, you might have 10 bosses, which are all your clients. So it's a very, very labor-intensive job that requires you to work very long hours, and it's very tough to ever scale. But now, what if there was a way where you didn't have to take any risks, where you didn't have to put a whole bunch of capital up front, but you could still build a business that you could turn into a multi-million-dollar business that you could sell one day, and you can actually outsource to other people. And that is exactly what I'll be showing you in just a minute. The second reason people fail is they try and focus on low-ticket products rather than high-ticket products. So for example, let's say you're selling $10 coffee mugs online at 20% profit margins. You're gonna make $2 profit per mug. So in order to make $10,000, you're going to need to sell 5,000 mugs. And not only will you have to sell 5,000 mugs, you'll have to deal with 5,000 customers. You'll have to process 5,000 orders. Now, what do you think is easier as a first-time beginner business owner? Processing 5,000 orders and dealing with 5,000 customers? Or selling 3 or 4 saunas for $5,000 to $8,000 and making the exact same amount, only having to process 3 orders and deal with 3 customers? Now, you're probably thinking, Brooke, wouldn't I have to have years of experience to sell a $5,000 product online? Well, I know a lot of people think that. We've had people come in and as complete beginners sell items for over $15,000 in their first month. So I'm gonna be showing you exactly how that works as well. Now, the third reason why most people fail is they try and sell some useless product to a complete stranger who's never heard of them on the most competitive advertising platform in the world, Facebook. So do you see the problem with this? I would rather chew glass than run my business like that. So what we do is the complete opposite. Rather than selling useless products, we sell products from name brands that customers already know and trust, and we sell them to people literally searching them up on Google, where we can get over $10 in sales for every $1 we spend on ads. I'll be showing you exactly how this works as well. So those are the 3 reasons why most people fail. They pick the wrong business model, they try and sell cheap products where they have to sell thousands of them to even replace their income, and then they advertise the wrong way by selling useless products on the most competitive ad platforms in the entire world. So this other model that very little people know about that I've used and as well as all my clients is completely different. It flips all those things completely on its head. So let's get into exactly how this works. So the first thing we want to do is find a winning product. And winning products usually cost over $2,000 and they have at least 30,000 people per month searching for them. Now, if you're thinking, how am I going to sell a product that costs over $2,000? Here's an analogy that can help you. Some of you might know Steve Arsano. He's a private jet salesman. But My point is, private jet salespeople often don't own private jets, but they can still make millions of dollars selling them. And it's the same thing here. Just because you don't have a $15,000 sauna in your backyard does not mean that you can't make hundreds of thousands of dollars selling them. Now, there's many ways you can check the price point of a product. You can do it manually on Google Shopping, or we've built this tool called Supplier HQ where all the research is already done for you. So just to show you what it looks like in here, we go to our product explorer. We have all of our products pre-sorted into these various categories. So if I go to a product category like health, I can see all the different health products and then I can search. So I can type in, let's just use sauna as an example. I can see saunas right here have an average price point of $15,000. So all the research is already done for you. Okay, so that's number one, price point of at least $2,000. Now, the reason why we want 30,000 people searching for the product is very simple. We don't want to sell products that we have to convince people to buy. We want to sell products that people already are searching for in very high numbers and simply put the product they're searching for in front of them. So imagine, for example, you have a hot dog stand business. Where do you think is going to be better? If you put your hot dog stand in the middle of a country road with nobody there, you could have the best hot dogs, you could have the nicest looking stand, you could have the best employees, but if no one's there, you're gonna have a very hard time selling hot dogs. And that's what it's like trying to sell products that don't have demand. But now let's say we took the exact same hot dog stand and we took it and we put it in the middle of a busy sports stadium with 20,000 raving fans at a sports game. Imagine how much easier it's going to be for you to sell hot dogs. And it's the same thing with products online. When we can pick a product that has thousands of people searching for it every single month, it is going to be so much easier for us to make sales. So again, once we have a product that's over $2,000 of price point, we also want to look at the search demand. Now, I recommend looking at the search demand in the country you're selling. So for example, if I type in sauna and I can click search and I want to put the country to the US, if I'm selling in the US, and I can see there's 135,000 people searching for saunas every month in the US. Now, here's the thing. If you sold just 5, that would be enough to make $5,000 to $10,000 profit or income per month. 5 sales to 135,000 people. Okay, do you see how insane this is and how it makes so much more sense to sell these high ticket products where we only need to make a few sales a month to change our life? Now, once we found a product, we want to find the top suppliers for that product. Now, for the most of the time I've been running this business, this was the most complicated part for people. It took them around a week to sort through and find all the winning suppliers. But now on our new tool, what used to take weeks now literally takes seconds. Let's watch this. So if I typed in sauna, if I want to find all the sauna suppliers, all I have to do is click view. Ready? And then all the suppliers for saunas will pop up in seconds and it will give me all the most important data about them, including how many people are searching for that brand per month. So if I want to see the most popular sauna brands, I can see them all just by sorting here. I can see the average price point of their products. I can see the range, so their cheapest product to their most expensive product. And then if I want, I can even unlock their profit margins and whether they enforce MAP. So MAP stands for minimum advertised price. So let's say this brand here called Sunlighten has 10 stores selling for it, okay? If they have MAP, it means that all 10 of those stores have to list at the same price. So the stores can't undercut each other and decrease the profit margins. Everyone has to list at the same price and compete on actual business principles. So how good their sales process is, how good their website is, how good their ads are, which is what we want. We don't want people to be able to beat us just by listing for a lower price and making less profit. So this protects your profit margins and forces you to compete on actual fundamentals of a good business. So once we have a winning product, once we have suppliers, we want to build a website. So I recommend using Shopify, which is essentially fill in the blank templates. So if you wanted to build a website 20 years ago, you would have had to hire coders and developers and pay them thousands and thousands of dollars. Now with Shopify, you can literally use AI to script it all out for you, and it's literally just a fill in the blank template. So you can have a website built in an hour or two. It's very, very simple. If you want to go on my channel and type in my name, Brooke Hiddink Shopify on YouTube, there'll be tons of tutorials of me showing you how to do this. But for this video, it just takes a lot of time for me to do it. I'm just going to skip past this part. And if you want, I'll actually put in the description where you can go check out some of the Shopify videos. So once our website's set up, we are ready to reach out to suppliers. So the reason we want to do that before is when we reach out to suppliers to partner with them, we want to have a nice looking website that they can see. So what we want to do is become what I call a no inventory dealer for them. So that means we're not going to stock products, we're not going to hold inventory, but we're going to list their products on our website. So when a customer comes to our website and they place an order, what we do is we take that customer's information, give it to the supplier, and the supplier will ship the product directly to our customer, all without us ever seeing or touching it. And then we'll get between 20 and I've seen up to 80% profit margin for doing so. So if you sell a product for $10,000 and you make 25% profit margins, that means you'll profit $2,500. You might have to spend around $500 in ads, meaning you will take home around $2,000 profit on that one single sale. So again, for most of history, people would have had to go on tools like Apollo or go to their websites and manually try and find all the contact information for these brands one by one. Very, very time-intensive process. But now with our tool, Supplier HQ, it can be done in seconds. So for example, let's say if I want to reach out to this brand called Dundalk, which is a sauna brand. If I click into Dundalk and I go down here, it'll have their head contact right here. his email, his phone number, and then all you have to do is send him an email that essentially says, hey, I'm so-and-so from this store. We did some research on your brand. We think you would be a great fit to list on our website. Can you tell me the process for becoming an authorized retailer or a no inventory dealer? And then on Supplier HQ, we also give you exact templates to do this. So you can see right here, we give you scripts for calling, we give you scripts for emailing. So you can see, here's an example of an email number one. Hello name, is great chatting. So this would be as you talk to them on the phone first. Here's another example. Hi name, I'm the owner and CEO of your store. We're an e-commerce brand in the XYZ niche. We're in the process of partnering with new suppliers in the sauna space to build out the section of our store. Our team has been doing research for the last month. We believe that Dundalk would be a high potential partner to add to our collection. We're confident that we can play a large role in growing your brand with our omni-channel marketing strategy, our plan for customer success, and our very strong branding. Can you please connect me with the person to speak with about opening up an online retailer or a no inventory dealer account? I've attached a video introducing myself so you could have a Loom video just saying who you are, your company. And then you just want to send them this, and then you might have to follow up a few times. You might not get it approved right away, but the more brands you approve, so once you close your first supplier and then other suppliers see that you have suppliers on your website, it's going to get easier and easier to close them over time, and especially once you get sales. So at first, you just want to reach out to a bunch. You would probably even want to reach out to them, the lower ones on your list. So on Supplier HQ, you'll have your full list of suppliers. You probably want to reach out to the ones a little bit lower on your list first to get some approvals. And then once you get some approvals, then you can go to the higher end ones. And if they still say no, then just start making sales with the bottom ones. Once you make your first few sales, then again, you can go back to the top ones and say, hey, we've onboarded all these brands, we're making these sales. Will you consider us now? And once you actually get your store rolling, you'll be able to close every single supplier, but it is a bit like rolling a snowball down a hill. So at first you're going to push and reach out a bit more, but once you close this first few, it will get easier and easier over time. So at this point, we found a winning product that costs $2,000 and has 30,000 people searching for it. Then we found all the top suppliers for that product type. We set up our website on Shopify, and now we've closed our first few suppliers. So at this point, we want to run paid ads. And like I said, most people do this completely wrong. So we want to use Google, and we want to target people searching for the brands we're selling for. So for example, if I go on Supplier HQ and I see a supplier like Dundalk, like the one I just showed you during the supplier outreach section, I can see they have every month 1,050 people searching for their brand. So what we want to do, we want to use Google Ads to literally put Dundalk's products in front of people already looking for Dundalk. So can you imagine, like if you take two people on the street, imagine you're selling Dundalk products. Who's going to be easier to sell to? You going up to a complete stranger on the side of the road who's never heard of them, or someone who's literally on Google typing in buy Dundalk sauna? Obviously the second person, right? So those are the people that we want to target. And that's how we can make over $10 in sales for every dollar that we spend on ads. So if you've done everything so far, you found a winning product, winning suppliers, built your website, and then installed our fast selling systems properly, you should be making at least a few $1,000s per month in profit pretty much right away. And this is the exact system that we've helped people scale their stores to upwards of $1 million per month. And like I said, we've helped over 4,000 clients generate a combined over $50 million. So if you want to work directly with me and my team, and you want to access our proven system that has worked time and time again and changed so many people's lives, I'll put the link in the description where you can book a call with my team to apply. And if not, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you took some value. I'll be posting a lot more on this channel, so if you could please like the video, subscribe, leave any comments, I'll get back to every single one of you. And as well, if you want to learn more about finding a winning product and more in-depth process around that, I'll actually put a link in the description where I'll take you to my product selection video where I'll literally break it down for you step by step, because finding a winning product is perhaps the most important decision you will make when you're getting into online business. So again, if you're interested in working with our team, you can book a call in the link below. If not, thank you very much for watching. Hope you took some value. Like the video, subscribe, and put any comments or questions in the comment section, and I'll get back to you. That's all for today, guys. Cheers.